This is the Fable by Walrus Audio and can create really weird sound. As soon as you connect it, it will change completely the environment you are in, and you will feel lost, immersed in an unknown place. Wait, don't be scared. It's not the pedal. I was joking. The pedal does not change your environment, okay? It's only a video post-production. So let's start saying that this is a sponsored video by Walrus Audio. Walrus Audio sent me the file to check out to make a video, but of course all the opinion will be honest, as always, personal. So let's start introducing all the features and knobs of these Fable pedals, and of course then I'll show you some samples. So talking about the main usual features of Walrus Audio, of course we have flexi switch, really smooth. We have upper connection, input and output. Unfortunately, this is only a mono unit, so it would be better to have it in stereo because it's really weird and sounds great for every kind of ambiental and weird stuff. So maybe a stereo unit would be better, but of course this is more indicated for guitars, for live performance, so for this reason this is a mono unit. Of course you can use it as through bypass or buffer trails as you want. You can engage or not. The unit is shipped by stock with the trails features, so if you bypass the unit you can listen the tail of the modulation. Okay, let's start now introducing all the knobs. As you can see, we have 8 different knobs. Let's start talking about the program. Here you can choose between 5 different programs, and each program features 2 different DSP, so 2 different effects together. The first one is kind of like always a delay, and the second one is basically a granular. Okay, it's digital because basically the granular will cut the signal, so the delayed signal that is coming into the second DSP, and will cut basically in samples, and these samples can be vary in size and the length and time, and these will be tweaked with the proper knobs. So 5 different programs that we will listen one by one. Then we have the mix knob, which basically is your blend knob, drive or affected wet part. Then you have the modulation that you can engage or not, basically is a chorus, and you can also change the rate of this modulation with basically a deep diving menu in the pedal that I'll show you in a moment. Then you have the tone, which is basically dark or brighten the tone. It would be better to have brighter tone because in the dark side of the tone you will get more confused sound, and the granular part will be more confused in the dark tone, so it will be better to have open tone, but it's up to you, of course. Then we have these 4 different knobs to tweak the DSP and how these 2 DSP interact each other. So the feedback is the first DSP, so it's the amount of feedback, so basically the loop in the first DSP. The region is the amount of feedback, basically the loop, in the second DSP, while the X knob is basically the size of your particle, so the size of the sample that you will cut. So all the way to the left you will have longer sample, okay, it's smoother sound. Okay, on the contrary, all the way to the right you will have really small part of sample, so small particles that you will listen, and it's more chaotic, let me say. The time is of course the time that will be cut, basically the sample. Okay, so longer time, smoother sample, shorter time, a shorter sample. Okay, the tap switch, that is basically the time tempo of your delay, but it acts also like a razor. If you press, and let me show you, basically I can engage a razor, or like a downer, it's correct, downer, razor, downer. If you press together you can see that the LED now is blue, and this will act like a downer. Okay, this is how it works. Of course, here you have the bypass, and if you press and hold the bypass, as you can see, it's blinking, and basically you can turn the modulation and you will change the rate of the modulation, so faster or slower. Okay, now let's listen how it sounds. Let's start with the program 1, and let me read the program. So the first one is a reverse delay. So the first DSP is a reverse delay, and it's going inside a reverse granular. So let's listen how it sounds. Today I'm using my quad cortex basically in really clean patch. So basically it sounds like this. Really clean, and basically the Fable is connected in the send and return. So really simple patch. Let's listen now how it sounds. Let's use the modulation to 0 so we can understand better. Okay, let's use the particle very long, so all the way to the left, at time, normal time, and let's use only the first DSP, so the first feedback. So let's listen. So if I increase the feedback, so basically more loop. With the feedback to 0, only one loop. Okay, it's a delay, it's a reverse delay. If I increase now the region, I can create this sort of DSP1, so the reverse delay that is going inside this granular part. So it has been cutted in different samples. If I increase the feedback, we can listen more of this. And this is smoother because we are using the X very, very long, all the way to the left. If I use this all the way to the right, will be really, really small, these samples. And you can create this sort of chaotic granular effect. We can also add some modulation to make it more chaotic. We can change the modulation. Let's try like this. I think it's low. Now it's fast. And if you place the feedback all the way to the maximum, basically you will get infinite sounds. It's a mess basically. I prefer to use lower feedback, but to have the region, higher region. To have this particle in the background. I love it. It's amazing. You can really create strange and weird effect in the background. Let's now switch to the second program. And the second program is the forward delay into octave up granular. What does it mean? Well, it means this. You can listen to this up octave in the granular. Oops. Super fast time. If you use too much, a lower amount of tone, it's too dark in my opinion, so you can create too messy sound, okay? Let's now switch to the third program, and this is called analog style delay, so it's no more a reverse delay, it's an analog style delay that going inside an octave down granular. So it's the contrary of the previous. Oh my god! Amazing! So only the first, so we have the analog delay with some particle. Seems that there is a robot that is playing. Wow. beautiful. Wow. Let's go basically here to the down. Okay, let's switch now to the fourth program. Let's see what we got. So this is a multi-tap granular into multi-tap granular grain verb. So it will be really a mess. So basically, two serial DSP multi-granular to multi-granular. Wow. Okay, let's start with the time, normal time, feedback region, low, no modulation. Okay, let's start like this. Let's listen. Okay, let's raise now the sample. Oh, not so bad. It's not so bad. It's not so terrible. Actually, I really like it. It's really smooth. With some modulation. Okay, not bad. Let's switch now to the last program. We have the number 5, and we have the forward delay into randomized pitch granular. Okay, so the first one is a delay, normal forward delay. So let's listen the forward delay. Okay, and then we have a randomized granular, so it can be up, down, and normal. Yeah. It's like a dystopic kind of cinematic film. Too much. Alright guys, so this is the Walrus Audio Fable. I think it's an amazing pedal, and I'm really impressed because seeing different videos from different influencers, I thought that it was a really messy pedal, too aggressive and really difficult to play with. Instead, it's really simple, and basically I can create really cinematic style background atmospheric sound, but really lovely and really pleasant to listen. Not only too messy, well, you can create also messy sound, but only if you go all the way up with the feedback and regen, basically. So I really like this pedal, and it's a pity to have this pedal only mono, because I really wanted to integrate this in my studio, but I think this is more for guitar related, guitar and bass related. So it's a great pedal, guys. You have the link in the description if you are interested to purchase it. As always, let me know what you think about, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.